Hey everyone, Radical Reggie back at you with another video, and today we are looking at Project Games Retro. If you guys remember, I did a video on their Resident Evil prototype that they had sent me. That included the first 4 Resident Evil games, plus the unreleased prototype that a lot of people don't even know about of Resident Evil 2. Definitely a cool video, definitely check that one out. And now we're going to be looking at some Neo Geo CD games that they put together. Very excited to show you guys this, so let's take a look. Alright, so here is Metal Slug 2. Metal Slug 2 was the first Metal Slug game I played. I had a blast playing this game back in the day. So Metal Slug 2 is a run and gun shooter. I'm pretty sure you guys are familiar with the Metal Slug series. It's been a staple for many years. This one had a lot of cool features in it. I remember like eating all the fruit and getting fat. There was also the feature where you would get wrapped up as a mummy. It was just a lot of hilarious stuff, but I'll never forget the snake boss that you fight on the second level that you're chasing you up the tower. It's a very intense battle, and that just had like a profound effect on me. I remember that, just seeing that, and it was just amazing. Hearing the loud music in the arcades and just like the intenseness of the battle it was really amazing. But I do want to say this: I do know about the problems that Metal Slug 2 has. I know Metal Slug X fixed them, but still had to go ahead and get the original. I think this is an awesome game, but I'm going to go ahead and say this now. Out of all the Metal Slug games as of now, Metal Slug 2 is not my favorite. You guys might laugh at me for saying this, but Metal Slug 4 is my favorite in this series. I don't know what it is about that game. I just love it. There's a lot of things I love about it, but I don't want to go over too much. But the intro of Metal Slug 4 was freaking awesome. But going back to Metal Slug 2, definitely one of the top games in the series. This game has a lot of amazing moments, and I think a lot of people will enjoy it. Gosh, the intro is great. Alright, so next up here is Ninja Masters. Now, I found out about this game pretty late. This is a fighting game. And man, this game is really on point, guys. I'm telling you. Great animations. Just everything really comes together. This game really feels so balanced. And I think it was one of the last games that actually came out on the Neo Geo CD or the AES system. I don't know actually for a fact. But anyways, it's one of the later releases. Now, I'm not sure how many fighting fans follow my channel because I don't really talk about fighting games that much anymore. But this is definitely one of the ones I would put on the high tier. This game is just really well done, well balanced, and a lot of fun. And one of the unique things about this game is that you can fight hand to hand, or you can pull out a weapon at any time. So you can always change your tactics. It's really cool. Definitely something I haven't really seen in older 2D fighting games like this. But anyways, guys, definitely something you might want to check out. Here's Ironclad for the Neo Geo CD. So this game is a horizontal shooter, and it is freaking fantastic. A lot of stuff going on, lots of explosions. One of the things I really like is that when you pick your ship, you pretty much get this option robot that kind of does random shots that kind of help you out during the levels, which is pretty cool. You get upgrades and power-ups during the level for the robot and your ship, and it's just really helpful. I really like the whole idea of how it helps you, and it's just a lot of stuff going on in this game. You'll fight mini bosses, and also you can change paths after each level, so you can always have a different experience every time you play the game. I think that's great, great to have. But if any of you have played this game, let us know in the comments what you think about it, because this game took me by surprise. And one of the things that really stands out for me, besides, of course, the gameplay, is the music. The music is so fitting for the game. The levels, the bosses, it's just really intense. Very well done on the soundtrack. And next up we have Cyberlip. So this is another run and gun shooter. This is one of the earlier run and gun shooters for the Neo Geo systems, and still to this day, I think it holds up pretty well. It may seem pretty simplistic from, you know, other run and gun games you guys may have currently played, you know, stuff like maybe Contra Hardcore. When I talk about hardcore, I'm talking about the Uprising game that came out for the PSN and Xbox 360. That's probably one of the best run and gun games I've ever played. It is simply amazing. But anyways, going back to this game, this is probably one of those run and gun games that people could start at pretty much. You know, it's a good one to start at. You know, it's very simple. It's not too hard. So definitely something I think a lot of people who want to get into run and guns can get into. Here's Polestar. So this game is very, well, this is a shoot 'em up first of all, and it's very similar to games like R-Type if you have played the R-Type series before. What's funny about this one is I actually played the sequel, which was called Blazing Star, I think, something like that. And I thought that game was really fun. So going back and seeing the first game, I thought was really cool. You're seeing pretty much the gameplay here. So I think it's something you guys might like, but let me know what you think about this one in the comments. And what do you guys think about it compared to like R-Type series? You know, I honestly feel this one is a lot more user-friendly, you know, where people get into this one, because the R-Type series is pretty tough. But Polestar, I feel like this game would like bring a lot of people into it if they tried it out. Here's Robo Army. So I never saw this game in the arcades. You know, this is pretty much my first time playing this game, and this is a action beat 'em up game. Which really stands out with this game is there's a lot of explosions going on, lots of interactions going on. You know, the game has a lot of good sprite work going on with it. Very impressive for its time. The only thing I didn't really like about the game is that I felt like the characters, I don't know, that this is just me. I'm not saying everybody will feel this way about it, but I feel like the character, since you're a robot, you're just kind of stiff and everything. You can't really move around like you want to, but I'm probably the only person that feels like this. But anyways, guys, if you like what you're seeing here, this is definitely an action beat 'em up that I think everybody could get into. Alright, so now pretty much from here, we're going to take a look at all the products close up. So starting off with Metal Slug 2, as you guys can see, it comes with the OB strip. Then we'll take a look at the back here. You can see how it looks. Very professional looking. So next we're going to take a look at the inside packaging. Of course, we're going to look at the manual, and also what I was impressed with, that they actually come with posters. So these posters are, of course, are going to be the fold posters that we're used to. I'll show you that in a second, but here's the manual. You can see it's in color. Now I don't know how it compares to the original manual, but I'm figuring that, you know, it wasn't really in color, but still this manual is in 2 different languages, so that's pretty cool. And then we look at the poster here. I know sometimes that those folds actually bother some people, especially if you want to frame it. Is there any way to iron these out? Let me know in the comments, because I would actually probably put this in the frame. And now we'll get a close-up of the disc. As you guys know, Project Games Retro, they do pressed games. So these aren't burns, these are actually pressed, like you saw in the intro. Very professional, very awesome looking. And I'll get into a little bit more about the disc later, towards the end of the video, kind of let you guys know some stuff. And next up is the infamous Ironclad. Oh, no, I'm just kidding, guys, not infamous. It's an awesome game. But there's the OB strip, and we'll take a look at the insides. You can see it comes with a poster as well. We're not going to really look at that. We'll take a look at the manual. The manual on this one, from what I remember, I think it was in full Japanese because the game didn't come out in America on the Neo Geo CD. So I don't know if Project Games Retro is going to do an English manual for it. We'll see how that goes when they start releasing these. Here is Cyberlip. I actually called it Cyberlips earlier in the video, but an OB strip. And you know, I was playing Cyberlip again, and you know, it's actually a pretty fun game still. You know, I know it doesn't hold up to a lot of run and gun games of today, but still, I had fun with this one. So make sure you guys have this one in your collection. So of course here, the manual. The manual's pretty bare bones here, but that's okay. It's still there if we need some information. So there you have it. And now I just want to show you guys a disc. Now the disc, I don't know if the original disc art was kind of plain like this, that had just Neo Geo on the cover, you know. But at the bottom, it'll tell you the name of the game. There it says Cyberlip. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of that. Here is Ninja Masters. Man, this game is awesome, guys. You guys got to play this one. You're going to have a good time with this game. And I'll take a look at this one as well. See, I like that it has a cover art on that disc there. That looks pretty cool. But we'll first look at the manual, of course. You can see the back of the manual looks pretty cool. Shows you the moves for the characters. This manual is in full Japanese as well. So I don't think this game came out to America, but that's okay. Now we'll just take a look at the disc, a little close up here. Got a little artwork on there, silhouettes. Looks really good. And next we have the stiff combat of Robo Army. I like this game, but just the robots feel a little bit stiff, but it's still fun. But you see the OB strip there. We'll take a look at the inside. Disc looks very plain, so I'm guessing this was an early release for the Neo Geo CD. And then we'll take a look at the manual. Feels a bit thin, but that's okay. It shows you how to play the game. That's all you need. Also, guys, let me know in the comments if you guys think I was a little bit too harsh in this game. Yeah, this felt like you should be able to move around a lot better than you do. But anyways, here's the disc, Robo Army, big power action game. And next up is Polestar, OB strip. Let's take a look at the manual. I think the disc is pretty much a plain looking disc. Maybe it was an early release for Neo Geo CD too. But anyways, let's take a look at this. Manual's pretty bare bones, but that's totally fine. You just need to know how to play the game. It has some cool art in there, as you can see right there, the main character. So yeah, this manual looks good. Yeah, definitely tells you a little bit of story too. I know you guys don't care about story in shoot 'em up games, but I'm just glad this one has one. And now just show you guys all the games together. So the thing I just showed you was a close-up of the disc, and in the middle of the circular part of the disc, you can see that it says replica. So even though these are pressed games, these are not the originals, and that's how they leave their mark, so you guys know that. So definitely just want to put that out there. These games have the mark of being a replica on there. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Definitely check out Project Games Retro. They have a lot of cool projects coming out, and I will leave all their links in the description. And that's all I got for you guys. Radical Reggie, and I will see you all in the next video.